Hi, this is Jafree, founder of enlightenedbeings.com and the Super Manifesting Program. So today I've got some information for you that will help you immensely if you're able to digest it. So to digest this information, the first thing you want to do is relax your body as much as you possibly can right now. Okay? And so you just may notice who's trying to relax your body, and notice this vehicle that you're in called your body, and just let it go. Just let go of the witnesser, the efforting, the trying. Just let go of everything. Let go of your life. Let go of all your problems. Because you know what? All your problems, they all exist in your mind. And so you can just let all of those go because they don't really exist. Okay? Your mind is making them up right now. Your mind is holding those problems. So you can let all of that go and just be here now as you are looking at this screen watching me talk to you. Okay? So just know that the mind will drop on its own accord. You don't have to try to let it go. You don't have to try to relax. You can just relax. Okay? And know that you've been taken care of by the universe this far, this long in your life. So why not just trust it? Why not just trust? Right? So can you trust? And if you can, notice what that feels like in your body. And if you can't trust this moment of life, notice what that feels like. And let that go. Okay? Try just letting go of everything that you possibly can. Every attachment that you have to whatever, your relationships, your mind, your body, your health, everything, your money, whatever it is. Just try letting it go just for this moment. That's all I'm asking. Because the information I'm about to give you is going to help you so much if you can just relax. Okay? So I can feel it that you're starting to let go a little bit right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count down from 3 down to 1. And at 1, I want you to imagine that you're at the most peaceful Hawaiian beach. And perhaps you can hear the waves in the background. And just letting go of everything, coming down from 3 down to 2 down to 1. And just noticing how different that feels for you. So the piece of information that I'm going to give you today is about enlightenment and how your emotions are perhaps the most important element as far as you accessing what would be called the state of enlightenment. Okay? Most people don't realize that anger is necessary to burn through the ego. That you have to have anger. Okay? You have to be in touch with your anger, your fire, that force inside of you that says, this is not okay. Okay? You have to allow for that energy. But the key, the very essential secret, is not to project that anger outside at something that is outside of you, of your body, of your mind. Okay? To allow that anger to grow and to boil inside of you. Okay? So that it burns through the ego. That's the only way that you are going to be able to get past your ego. Your ego is your identity. It's this me that you've created around yourself. The self is this amazing soul that you are, that is beyond space, beyond time, beyond dimension. It's beyond anything you can imagine. Anything you can put into your head as a concept, that's what you are. You're beyond that. Okay? So all this information is here for you now to just digest. And so the same thing goes with sadness. You have to use that cooling, calming effect of your sadness, the emotion that makes you feel so small that you could just disappear. Okay? That there's such a helplessness, such a hopelessness, such a depression. Beautiful. Welcome it. Welcome your feelings, because those are the gateway to enlightenment. If you can welcome them and not get caught in your story around it, whatever story you're holding on to, right? That story is just there to keep you stuck in the mind, in the ego, in this little me, right? You're not just this little me. That's what enlightenment is really about. That's what Satori, that's what this awakening, this spiritual awakening that all these beings on this planet are experiencing. And it's your turn. It's your time to dive into it. And so use your emotions as fuel. Okay? They are the fuel. And you can't get anywhere, as you know, in life without fuel. Whether it's food or energy to move a vehicle. Okay? So let's let go of the fact that you're not enlightened. Let's let go of the fact that you already are enlightened right now. Okay? That you've already dropped your mind, your attachment to your identity. You've dropped your attachment to everything. And that you're still living your life exactly the way you did yesterday. But you're not attached. You're not holding on. You're letting go. That's the secret. It's a continual letting go process. And it's a non-serious process. If you take it too seriously, you're gonna get stuck. Okay? Now you do need a little bit of fire. There's a little bit of sincerity here. You need some fire to burn through this ego. Because it's been there for so long. Since you were like 7 years old. That you've created this me. This separate little me. And you have all these ideas, right? About I am this way and I'm not that way. That's all your ego. Anything that you can put an I am XYZ on the end of it, that's called ego. Okay? And even if you get to the place of I'm nothing or I'm everything, that's still an idea. It still doesn't touch the essential source of who you are. So, to get to who you are takes a lot of practice, a lot of time, a lot of discipline, a lot of patience, a lot of courage. Okay? And the courage is really about diving inside of yourself. It's about letting go of all of your resistances to look inside and to investigate and to explore. Why am I like this? Why do I get sad about these things? Why do I get angry about those things? And just notice the story behind it, but don't get attached to it. Just feel the feeling and let that feeling liberate you. Feel your feelings as deeply as you possibly can. There's no other way. Because if you ignore your feelings, guess what happens? You start to live this life that is pretty stagnant, stale. It's like dry bread. It's boring. It's controlling. You're not here to control your life. That's not what this is about. This is about letting go of your identity. Okay? Let the identity be there, but don't be it. It's a huge difference. And the reason I'm so passionate about this is because there's so much suffering in this world today. And do you understand why all this suffering is happening? It's because people are attached to these ideas about power, about money, about control, about whatever, about becoming enlightened. And so that's the secret, okay? Is to know how to let go. And it's not really a knowing, it's more an experience of trust. It's an experience of love, of diving into the energy of love itself. So, you are the one who is going to wake you up. I'm not going to do it. And nobody else is going to do it for you. Because that would give away your power. That would make them responsible for your experience. And that's not what you're here for. You're here to do it within yourself. You're here to let go of all your ideas about how your relationship should be, how your partner shouldn't be or should be, whatever. Drop all those shoulds. You know, if you find yourself to be a should-aholic, you're going to experience a lot of suffering. If you can let go of your shoulds and just trust this experience in each moment of life, whatever your experience is, no matter how horrible it is or how wonderful it is, just know that it's going to pass. You're going to have another experience of life. That's the beauty of it. And that it's a continual process. Okay? So thank you so much for listening. Okay, bye.